media personalities to put in the know of what the government does, so that we do not have issues of ignorance, or maybe having a community that is not much informed about what the government does. Now today, it is a pleasure. We are going to be discussing something you may know or may not have known. That is, of course, the Ombudsman function. That is for the Inspectorate of Government, and the people you're seeing here with me on set are the ones that are going to be taking us into that technical aspect of what the Ombudsman function is, specifically for the Inspectorate of Government. Now here with me, of course, they are, just like I told you, they are very able people from the Inspectorate of Government, and this is Miss Betty Arem, quite here with me, and she is an Inspectorate Officer. And it is a pleasure to have you. If you can start by greeting our people here.
Thank you so much, Luke. Thank you so much, our viewers. My name is Betty Arem. I'm an Inspectorate Officer from the Inspectorate of Government.
Okay.
Thank you for
Very
having us here.
And Mr. Wilson.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Wilson Aryaija. I'm a Senior Inspectorate Officer. And first of all, we are glad to be here on this program to talk about the Ombudsman function of the Inspectorate of Government. It's a privilege that we have this opportunity to participate in this program. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. And indeed, even before we get into the discussion, one would first want to understand what is the mandate of the Inspectorate of Government, or the IG, because we have seen on a number of occasions, actually so many people quite find it very hard to differentiate IGG and IG. They don't know what is what. So first give us the mandate of the IG.
Thank you. First of all, the Inspectorate of Government is a constitutional establishment established under Chapter 13 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. And this provision is, constitutional provision is operationalized by the Inspectorate of Government Act, Chapter 32. Its mandate is tripartite, has tripartite mandate.
Okay.
First of all, it is charged with fighting corruption. It is an anti-corruption crusader. Anti-corruption crusader means that we handle, the Inspectorate of Government handles complaints related to corruption. These include the embezzlement of funds, public funds, public officials. It also involves fraud, false accounting, mismanagement of funds, misallocation of funds. So we investigate when these complaints come to attention, or we can even initiate without necessarily waiting for this complaint to be reported to us. Okay. We investigate with a view to establishing the culprit or the perpetrator. Then we pursue the culprits.
Okay.
Go to court, pursue them, and then, if not, we cause recovery of the funds that have been mismanaged or embezzled. So that is anti-corruption part of it. And most people know the Inspectorate of Government as an anti-corruption crusader. Little do they know that there are other functions which are performed by this institution. And today we are privileged to elaborate on those other functions, apart from this first one, anti-corruption function.
Okay.
So the other function or mandate is enforcement of the Leadership Code Act. The Inspectorate of Government is mandated to enforce this act, which binds public leaders to declare their assets and their duties. The same act provides for sanctions for the errant public officials who fail to declare, who under-declare, who over-declare, and who conceal the assets that they have accumulated. So it is our mandate to enforce that act. Then the other mandate is now this one we are all, the Ombudsman function. Ombudsman function is when you look at chapter Article 225 of the Constitution of Uganda, Republic of Uganda, 225, 1A and C. It spells out the functions of this mandate or the Ombudsman institution.
Okay.
For emphasis, I would request my colleague to read out these functions, specific functions of Ombudsman Office.
Okay.
So that the public can get to know as we move on.
Specifically, we are going to concentrate on Article 225, 1A, and 1C. And I want to read it verbatim. The function of the Inspectorate of Government shall be prescribed by Parliament and shall include the following. A. To promote and foster strict adherence to the rule of law and principles of natural justice in administration. And C is to promote fair, efficient, and good governance in public offices.
Okay. Very interesting.
So, those are the functions of the Ombudsman Office, which is under the Inspectorate of Government.
Okay. So, who is an ombudsman?
Ombudsman, before we go into describing or defining what ombudsman is, we have to look at the historical background of this ombudsman as an office.
Okay.
It originates from a country called Sweden, that is in Europe, one of the European countries, in the early 18th century. And its definition, what is defined as, it is a Swedish word. Because it originates from there, and the word itself is Swedish word, meaning representative. Representative or agent of the people. So you can start seeing the importance of the ombudsman, agent of the people. It is a representative, like we have parliaments and whatnot. So they are closer to the citizens, and that's a go between the citizens and government. Okay. Okay. So by broader definition, ombudsman is a public officer, is an impartial, must be impartial. It's an impartial, independent officer appointed by government. Appointed by government, whose function is to investigate grievances or complaints that are raised by citizens. And these complaints concern maladministration in public offices. So that is what ombudsman is. Okay. And more to this, ombudsman is like a referee, is an assessor, a mediator between the citizens, the citizens and the public officials. And he's a peacemaker. So he's friendly to the citizens with matters related to their corporate, and he closely knows their needs and rights. So he rightly represents them. And in Uganda's case, ombudsman is the Inspector General of Government. In Uganda's case, Inspector General of Government, who is appointed by the President and approved by Parliament. So that is our ombudsman. And when you look at the functions of the Inspectorate of Government, the mandate, an ombudsman or the Inspector General of Government, in case of Uganda, wears multiple hats. As you can see, he executes the mandate of the anti-corruption crusade. He enforces the Leadership Code Act, and now he executes the function of ombudsman. Okay. So he wears three hats. Okay. All right. In other countries, the ombudsman is on his or her own, and there is a public officer appointed to execute other mandates. But in case of Uganda, he is overall. He handles these suites with the functions.
Okay.
So that is the difference.
Very interesting. Wow, thank you so much. Now, if you can also take us through the benefits of having an ombudsman in this case.
Thank you very much, Luke. We've already understood that an ombudsman is a mediator. We have so many benefits of ombudsman. Number one, ombudsman gives you free legal service. You all understand that in this country, legal services are extremely expensive. It's time wastage, but an ombudsman gives you free legal services. For example, look, you walk into our office today and say, let's assume you're a public officer, and say, I haven't been paid for the last 3 months. Okay? That is where the ombudsman comes in.
Okay.
We inquire, we investigate from the accounting officer, the responsible accounting officers. Why hasn't Luke been paid, and yet he actually worked? The feedback we are given help us to form our next course of action. Okay? The other thing is that we bridge that gap, the gap between a public officer and the citizen, the ordinary Ugandan. How do we do that? When complaints come up, say for instance, Mulago Hospital, and they are complaining about poor service delivery. We don't have doctors, we don't have medicine in the hospital. That's where we come in, to inquire what is happening to the hospital. Is it true that actually there is no medicine, or there is something they are hiding behind? Okay? To ensure there is that service continuity of service delivery. We also do reconciliations. We do reconciliations amongst between the public officers and the citizens, institutions, and their employees. Because there are instances that cases come up where people are complaining that, look here, we are being mistreated. We are not being paid in time. We are not actually being paid at all. That is where the ombudsman comes in. Why aren't these people being paid? And yet they are working. This is an entitlement. Why aren't they being paid? We have so many other functions, so many other benefits of using an ombudsman. We follow the rule of law. The law is supreme. The law is final. What does the law say? In ombudsman, we follow the rule of law.
Okay.
What does the law say? Is there strict adherence to what is in the book? What does the guidelines say? You know, every workplace has its guidelines. For example, at Inspectorate of Government, we have IG Act, Cap 32. The law has to be followed to the letter. Okay? Ombudsman also holds public officers accountable. Look, you are paid to be at work by 8 o'clock and leave at 5. Why are you leaving at 2?
Okay.
You are depriving the public of the services because someone will come and you're not there. Okay? So we hold you accountable. The fact that you're an employee of the government, you are held accountable.
Okay.
We also encourage equity and transparency. With the ombudsman, there is a lot of transparency. There is nothing like things are done in hiding. You know how there are job adverts, job adverts comes up. Put it out there. There is equity. Allow everybody to compete fair. Allow Betty compete with Luke. Allow Mr. Aryaija to also come and compete without any discrimination. When you look at the principles of equity, equity came into cured the rigidity of common law. In this very sense, this equity at the Inspectorate of Government under the Ombudsman's mandate put everything out there. No hiding anything. This is a job advert. These are the applicants. These are the qualifications. Every job has a specification. Does Betty meet the criteria? Do I meet the specification for this job?
Okay.
That is the transparency we are talking about. Ombudsman is also participatory. I like so much salary. You know, we are Ugandans, everyone likes salary. I like talking so much about salary.
Okay.
It's participatory in a sense that, for instance, you are demanding, say, a particular local government. Let's give that example. And then you come to us. You've not been paid for 5 months, 6 months, a whole quarter has passed. What is happening? It involves other stakeholders. We are not the ones who are going to pay you the money. But there are other stakeholders. In local government, there are accounting officers. We have the COU. So what is happening? We involve the COU. But in all this, what we are trying to do is to bring up reconciliation, to try and mediate, to try and resolve. The end goal in Ombudsman is resolution of the complaint. Okay? And also, then let us look about the roles. Look at the roles of Ombudsman. There are several roles.
Yeah.
Ombudsman, number 1, helps and ensures that citizens get quality service. Not just service.
Quality.
The service must be quality service. Okay? Luke is ill. Luke has worked in Mulago Hospital. He's a citizen of Uganda. His right is quality health care. Okay? So we ensure that there is quality health care given to you. Is there a doctor? Yes. Is there a nurse? Yes. Is there a lab attendant? Yes. Have you been checked? Yes. Have you been treated? Yes. And that is the quality service and should be in time. Not that you go to walk to the hospital in the morning at 8 and by 5 you've not been attended to. That is not quality service. If you're in a critical condition, I don't think you would be there by 5 when you've not been attended to. The other is that we ensure that public officers follow the set rules, follow the procedures. I want to give you an example in recruitments. Okay? There are procedures in recruitments. There's that declaration of vacancy. So all those procedures must be followed to the letter. You deviate.
Nothing like Gambano.
Exactly. There's no Gambano. You deviate from the set rules. You will have problems with us. Okay? We also help. I had talked about resolution of conflicts. But there are also circumstances. We've talked about the other one part where it is the public complaining against public officer or public office. Okay? Then there is also, on the other hand, there can also be a public officer complaining about the internal mechanism.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Complaining about the systems, how things are done internally. Those things that you and I will not know. A public officer can come to us and complain about it. That's when we intervene. We mediate. We inquire. We do investigations. We do so many things. We shall go to that point at a later stage. We also protect individual rights. I want to give you an example of Uganda Police in this instance. It's an example. A complainant walks in and they've reported that, you see, Luke has assaulted me. Okay? But because Mr. Aryaija knows Luke internally, they do not record my complaints. That is infringing on your right. Okay?
Yeah.
As a citizen, you come to us. You come to the Inspectorate of Government and give us the story. Okay? I walked to CPS, Kampala. I reported my complaint. I have never been called back. I don't even know what is happening. It's 1 year down the road. So basically, that is what, those are among the roles that we do as the Ombudsman.
Okay.
Yes.
You wanted to add something?
Yes,
Supplement.
Supplement what my colleague is saying. It is true. The Ombudsman is an inspector. Inspector. We don't have to wait for the complaints to come and then we act. We move out
Okay.
with public offices to see whether the systems work properly.
Mm.
In some offices, we encourage internal resolution conflicts to be resolved internally, like she said. We encourage and promote and facilitate that. So to that effect, we move out, see whether these mechanisms, conflict resolution mechanisms, are in place. And if they're in place, are they effective? Are they working to the benefit of the citizens? In the case we find that they are not there or they are defective, it is our role to come in and facilitate the effectiveness of these mechanisms. It is important that these resolution disputes are internally resolved to encourage reconciliation. Mutual agreement, resolution, reconciliation. And there you are promoting service delivery. When people work together, the issues are resolved amicably. There is reconciliation, there is teamwork. And the resultant effect is that there is good service delivery, quality service delivery. She's saying, if in the schools or health, if the staff are divided, they have disputes. Disputes are there but artificially resolved. They are not resolved internally. They should be the ones, we should facilitate them, guide them to resolve their own conflicts. So it builds permanent reconciliation, and what we're interested in is service delivery, quality service delivery.
Yeah, if you can continue and also tell us about the Ombudsman complaint, what exactly that could mean as well.
Ombudsman complaint is just an expression of dissatisfaction by a complainant about maladministration in public offices. An expression of dissatisfaction relating to maladministration and administrative injustice in public office. That's what the Ombudsman complaint.
I think that now can directly interswitch to maladministration. If what exactly it is, if you can
is mismanagement of public affairs. If you are put in a position of responsibility, you are a cow, and you are supposed to oversee your subjects, allocate resources, ensure that the staff under you are doing the right thing, and you do the contrary. You don't follow the rules. There are set rules. Any organization has set rules, regulation, procedures to follow in executing activity. Like she said, in recruitment process, if the officials in that position deviate from these rules, then that's maladministration, and to do with governance, bad governance. You don't want it to do with rules. You are deviating, you are contravening the rules.
And the categories of Ombudsman complaints, if we can highlight a few of them, and then we see how we can move on, because we're just left with a few minutes to the break.
Okay, thank you very much. We have various categories of Ombudsman's complaints. I'll take you through a few of them. Number one, there is non-payment. Non-payment is where you have worked and you have not been paid. I think that is self-explanatory.
Yeah, sure.
Then there is overpayment.
Hey, it's a complaint too.
Yes. There is overpayment. Luke, you are entitled to 2 million shillings by the end of the month. But you are paid 2.5 million. That is overpayment.
It's a bonus.
No, it can't be a bonus. That is overpayment. Then there is also irregular payment. Irregular payment, I want to emphasize on it because it happens a lot. Irregular payment is whereby you wake up one day as a public officer, you have received 10 million shillings in your account. Okay? You don't know where this money is coming from. You don't know what it is meant for. But a few days or a few hours later, they give you a call and tell you, you see, it was a mistake. We paid you this money into your account, was a mistake. Please, we kindly request you to withdraw this money and bring it back to us. Remember, the money has come to your account. It's through a system. So it reflects the money came to you. You go to the counter and withdraw the money. It is you has withdrawn the money. Then you refund it to someone who's not going to acknowledge the receipt of this money anywhere. When we turn to the other side of anti-corruption, now we come for you. Because the money ended up with you. But again, if you refund such money to the person calling you, you are aiding corruption yourself.
So
because they are now using you to swindle the money. They've paid it into your account through a system, and they are telling you withdraw. You walk to Centenary Bank, withdraw the 10 million through a counter, and you carry it to Mr. Aryaija. You are aiding corruption. He's going to eat the money. And the money ended up with you. We don't know what happens between the withdrawal and the handover. That is number one. Then there is mismanagement. In mismanagement, I'll give you an example of recruitments still, whereby the process has not been followed. The due process has not been followed during recruitment. That is mismanagement, which is a complaint. For example, people did interviews, you advertised, there was an interview conducted, okay? People have been recruited, but in the mix there, you didn't follow the due process. Have you ever heard of scenarios where in public offices people are recruited without advert?
Yeah, of course.
No one knows the specification.
But they're working.
But they are there. They are earning. They are there. So that is mismanagement in the recruitment process.
Okay.
Then you look at delay in service delivery. I already gave you an example of a hospital. You got 8, 11, you've not been attended to. Midday, you've not been attended to. 5 p.m., you've not been attended to. Sometimes you walk into hospitals and you find an old woman sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, sure.
That is delayed service delivery. Another example is that you have applied, say, for example, for a permit. 3, 4 days, 5, and nothing is happening. That is delay in service delivery. Okay. The same as academic documents. You have graduated. I'm sure you have had those cases.
Yeah, sure.
You have graduated. 6 months down the road, you don't have anything to show for it. So you can't even find your footing. You are loitering in the streets of Kampala. You have nothing to show for it. You are there bragging, I am a university graduate, but you don't have the transcript.
Okay, I think that's where we're going to continue from. When we return, we shall still continue talking about the categories of the Ombudsman complex. Please stay on. There's still much more to come.
Issues at hand. This is Church of Uganda Family TV. Enriching lives. Regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission. This is Church of Uganda Family TV. Enriching lives. Regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission. Issues at hand. Issues at hand.
Welcome back. You are watching Issues at Hand, and yes, I'm having some great people from the Inspectorate of Government, and we are discussing quite a number of things. But today, majorly, we are looking at the functions of the Ombudsman, that is of the Inspectorate of Government. And here, we have been tackling a number of issues. Now we are going to see the Ombudsman interventions, which is also a very, very crucial one. And Mr. Wilson will take us through this one.
Thank you.
Yes.
Again. Intervention just means how do we intervene, how do we come in, the method we use to handle these ombudsman-related complaints or grievances. Our intervention is both proactive and reactive. Reactive in the sense that we respond to what is reported to us.
Okay.
The aggrieved persons or citizens report their complaints or their grievances to us. We look at the complaint. It can be both written, oral, or in other form. Don't mind if you have a grievance. Come to us.
Okay.
We shall help you. Then we look at the merits of it. When you report a complaint, we are not going to be judged. Say, no, this is a rubbish complaint, this is no. All complaints are the same, just come. As long as you feel aggrieved and you need a remedy and help, come to us. When we receive such a complaint or grievance, we react, we respond by way of investigations. We don't go out to investigate, but there we have lines of investigations. Ombudsman is a friendly person. He's not combatant, he's not confrontational. So what we do when we receive, we are now reactive. We can find out from the public officer who is in charge, and then maybe he gives an explanation. And from there, we can help the complainant. We shall go into that one later.
Okay.
But I'm trying to explain the method, the approach of proactive. We respond to complaints reported to us. Then we can also go out. We don't wait for the complaints to come to us. We go out to initiate, find out that things going all the way. The rules, as like we saw, every organization, public office, there are set rules, regulations, procedures to guide the operation and management of affairs in that office, public affairs.
Okay.
So we go out to oversee whether these systems, rules, what are working properly. Any deviation, any problem, we can advise or guide what to do.
Okay.
That is reactive or proactive. Then we go into the interventions. Like we have already seen above, the ombudsman is a friendly person and he promotes the resolution of issues amicably and participatory.
Okay.
So one of the methods we use towards that is ADR, for alternative dispute resolution. We pray that a lot. Alternative dispute resolution, that's where the ombudsman comes in as a mediator. He facilitates mediation between the two parties, conflicting parties.
Okay, very interesting. If we can now go to Miss Arem, and you could briefly also be supplementing about the interventions.
Okay. Like he had said, he has given us ADR. The ADR, the end goal is having a reconciliation, reaching at the meeting of the mind, that these two parties who are conflicting can have a meeting of the mind and agree on a common ground where you get a win-win, situation for both parties.
Okay.
He also talked about inquiries, he talked about investigations, but there's also policy and systems studies. In policy and systems studies, the Ombudsman studies the procedures, the policies, the rules, the procedures, and advises government on how best that system can be implemented. There is also reference of the matter. A matter can be referred. For example, you can report a case. We've had scenarios where people report cases that are actually supposed to be handled by police, directly by police. Someone comes and is reporting a murder case. Someone was murdered somewhere.
To the IG?
Yes.
Wow.
But sometimes they feel frustrated. Sometimes you don't blame them, but they are in a situation where, hurting people. They say hurting people hurt others. They are trying to find help everywhere. So the matter can easily be referred. There are matters that are supposed to be handled, say for example, by the office of the ODPP. They are complaining against a state attorney. Okay? That this state attorney closed our file and didn't explain to us. So you advise them and refer the matter to ODPP, who in turn calls for that file and gives it to another senior officer to review the decision of the other one. Okay, that is also an intervention. We also guide organizations. Ombudsman also guides organizations on how to resolve conflicts. It is not every entity that knows how conflicts can be resolved. So we'll go ahead and advise them.
Very interesting.
And to add what she's saying, the other intervention which in your view is important is sports checks. Prompt sports checks. We move out, like we have been saying, to institutions like hospitals, schools, health centers, with a view of establishing whether or not the citizens are getting quality service. So we move out, get out of our offices and move out the field there without notifying anybody. And we find whether the children or citizens are being served under a conducive environment. In some schools, you find that there is no equity. The girls, their children, and boys are sharing the same facilities, which is wrong. The environment is unhealthy, conducive to disease, conducive to health conditions. So it is our duty to enforce that through sport checks. And out of sports checks, we can generate a complaint. We can generate a complaint, we just it, and we follow it up with relevant authorities with a view to establishing or identifying the perpetrator. If we find in a hospital the patients are there, they are lying out on the verandas, there is nobody to attend to them, we will find out who is responsible, who is in charge. Then we can now conference with the officers responsible and other stakeholders to find a way out. We can even escalate prostitution. If your negligence leads to death of a citizen, that is a prostitution matter. So that's one of the interventions that we employ when conducting ombudsman function.
All right. So how and where does a person out there who feels maybe they are frustrated by these administrative injustices or anything, where do they report?
Thank you very much, Luke. In the first instance, when you are faced with an injustice, you need to report to that very institution. Say, for example, you are frustrated with an officer. Okay? You report to the supervisor. Okay? Who's the accounting officer? Always bring the matter to their attention. But if you feel your grievance has not been handled, there are also those cases where people feel like, it's police, I cannot go to police again. I cannot go to PSU. I can't go to Professional Standards Unit again because it's the same police. Okay? That's now when you come to us. You come to Jubilee House, Parliamentary Avenue. But also we have 16 regional offices across the country. And I must say this categorically, that for example, you are in Kasese. Okay? You don't actually need to travel all the way from Kasese to come and report in Kampala. Okay? We even have toll-free numbers that I'm going to give. Maybe someone can write it. 0800 111 777. You can email your complaints to complaints@igg.go.ug. Complaints@igg.go.ug. You can also send us a WhatsApp. And when I mean a WhatsApp, people always get scared that I don't know how to write. You don't need to write. If you cannot write, record. Send a voice note. For us, we shall reduce it into writing and attend to it. You can send us a WhatsApp on 0707 72 1146. We have 16 regional offices across the country. We have an office in Arua, we have Fort Portal, we have Gulu, we have Hoima, we have Jinja, we have Kabale, we have Kampala Regional Office. Kampala Regional Office sits in Shiwatule. We have Lira, we have Masaka, we have Mbale, Mbarara, Moroto, Moyo, Mukono, and Tororo. Those are 16 regional offices. You can access us through any of those offices. If your matter is for, say for example, Tororo, and you're in Kampala, send us a WhatsApp, give us a call. You can come to Jubilee House. Okay? That matter, after registering, it will be handled in Tororo. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Well, very interesting.
And to add on what my colleague is saying, yes, we welcome complaints in whatever form, as long as you are believed. But we are reminding our citizens out there that because they report, like she has elaborated, the centers, the centers or places where to report to in case of problem. But some good citizens report to several, they report several places, go headquarters, they report, say no. And sometimes they think the regional offices, they can't handle. No, these regional offices, they are mandated to handle, to execute the functions of the Inspectorate of Government. So they have the powers, they have everything. Please have trust in them. Because they say no, since in Arua, I think if I put my company headquarters, it is more hard than when I report it elsewhere. So not only that, but they report to various points, centers, and it causes confusion in our systems. When you report a complaint to headquarters, yes, exactly. When you report a complaint to headquarters, that is that. We have a system of capturing everything, which will be handled. Wherever you report it from, the Inspector General of Government will handle it, will look into it. And he or she makes sure that he reads every detail of the complaint that is reported to us. Don't think that my issues, no. And when we, Ombudsman, the habit of the Ombudsman, once we complete a complaint, we communicate to you. We communicate to you, and we are sure that you are satisfied. That's when we close, or we say we have resolved the matter. So don't think that your complaint will remain there, it is lost, your file, no. You always get a feedback from us. But what we're emphasizing that don't have multiple, reporting here, there. It clogs up our system. Thank you.
Very interesting. You can now directly take us to some of the key achievements that were recorded by the Uganda's Ombudsman, maybe during the financial year of 2023-2024. There.
Thank you so much. The achievements are many and varied.
Sorry, 2024-2025.
That's financial year. Yes. And these achievements were as a result of interventions which you have elaborated earlier. In terms of the complaints that we have resolved, meaning that we investigate a case to conclusion. And in most cases, the complainant is the focal point. The complainant is satisfied. He gets remedy. I say, yes, I've been complaining my company about non-payment or emoluments, salary or pension, not until we are sure or satisfied with evidence that you were paid, that we consider the file or the case resolved. So to that effect, we have resolved 636 Ombudsman complaints or issues. Okay?
Okay.
Then, that is at the district level. District level as well as municipality level, local governments.
Okay.
Then at the central ministries and agencies, we have resolved similar such cases of 135 of them resolved at the ministerial and agency level, ministries and other agencies. Then we talked of ADR, Alternative District Resolution. That is a method that we encourage to resolve issues. It's cheaper, it is conciliatory, and it's cost effective.
Okay.
So we have resolved 22 cases using this method, and which we promote in our method of work. Then in terms of monetary impact, because when we investigate a matter, we look at the monetary part of it. How has the beneficiary, how has the complainant benefited? One of the ways is that we look at what the remedy in terms of money or claim that he has been pursuing with regard to final payment of salary, gratuity, and other allowances. And that totals up to 9,663,877. 9 billion, not million. It is 9 billion. 663,877,734.
Wow.
That is the money that we have recovered, and the beneficiary or the complainants have received as a result of our intervention.
Okay.
In terms of their payment, salary, gratuity, and other forms of claims.
Wow.
So it has gone to that figure.
Oh, that's great. So this is what was going to be stolen. It's quite a huge amount of money. Well, I understand we are also supposed to be celebrating International Ombudsman Day 2025.
Yes.
If you can also elaborate much more on that.
Okay, thank you very much, Luke. This year, the International Ombudsman is every year. We celebrate it on the second Thursday of October.
Okay, second Thursday.
Second Thursday of October. That is International Ombudsman's Day. So this year happens to fall on Independence Day.
Oh.
We all know it's supposed to be tomorrow, but tomorrow happens to be
Independence Day.
And our theme for this year is empowering voices, resolving challenges. Now that this tomorrow is a public holiday. Tomorrow is Independence Day, which is already gazetted. The inspectorate shall communicate
the date
for this celebration, and you shall be put to notice.
Okay, very important. I want to appreciate you so much for joining us this morning. It has been quite an insightful discussion, and I believe people out there have also earned themselves information. So if we can wind up just a few seconds of last remarks, your winding parting shots. And then
thank you so much. I only want to appeal to citizens out there that Ombudsman, now that you can tell the difference between an Ombudsman and Inspectorate of Government. Inspectorate of Government issues 3 mandates, which includes Ombudsman, which we are talking about.
Okay.
And with regard to Ombudsman, being defined as we have seen, please make use of us. Report whatever you feel is there are ills you can detect as it is, and be responsible. Be responsible and to detect and report to us what you think is not working according to the benefits of the one which the common man. We shall handle it the way we can, and together we can build our nation.
Okay. Wow. Betty, you can also want.
Okay, our viewers, thank you so much for listening to us today. It has been a privilege to speak to you, and we look forward to seeing you at the Inspectorate of Government. Please bring those complaints, bring those grievances, don't hold back. And even when you are not sure if we can handle, please come. We have very, very competent officers. They will advise you appropriately, and all those complaints shall be handled.
Okay.
We really look forward to seeing you.
All right, thank you so much. I really want to appreciate you, all of you, once again. And also out there, you have a very, very big mandate to make sure that you also be supportive to the system, because the money that is swindled could affect you in one way or the other because of the services that are supposed to be offered and all those things. But also, I want to remind you to trust the system. Please do not be here and there looking for justice. Just trust the system, and also a little bit of patience can see you get your justice one day. My name is Luke Majumba. I want to appreciate you once again for joining us, and I really hope that you picked something from this discussion. And of course, just like the appeal has been made, you can make use of the Inspectorate of Government to report these cases here and there, and also make sure you report to the right officers, not everywhere. I want to appreciate you. Have a lovely day.
Issues at hand. This is COU Family TV. Enriching lives.